How do you think things set up for Alabama coming in here Friday?
Well, builders that have played ball together since they were 12 years old, and they're both sophomores now. We had two really experienced pitchers, and then the pitcher they used on Sunday, he was their closer last year as a freshman, so he's now a sophomore. They're good. How's it set up? I don't know if McAfee's going to play. He hasn't played for a while, and Serrano I think will be ready to play. Probably could have played today, but it's still tender, but he can play. So we'll have him this weekend, and so we'll see how it goes. It's good to be back here at Baum Stadium.
What went into switching Benintendi and Spoon as far as right and center?
Just I didn't like the reads that Benintendi was getting. There was also, we've seen a few times this year, we didn't like the routes to the ball. Maybe some balls that we thought that might have been able to be caught, and we feel like that Tyler his routes are good, and so just there was a play in Florida or a play or two that I felt like that if we'd had a little different read or a break, we maybe made that play. So I put him on the corner.
I know that's not SEC pitching out there, but do you feel like your team's more confident, I guess, heading into another SEC series after what's happened since the Sunday game at Florida and these two games?
Yeah, I think so. I figured that yesterday's game would be a game where it might take us a little while to get going, after the emotional win on Sunday and not a practice on Monday, and just these guys getting back into, the school routine. And, we came out and scored 4 runs. Looked like we were going to score a lot more, and then we didn't. And you could kind of see that's what happens. But then bouncing back today, playing pretty well. They know we need to get better. We need to be more consistent. We have to do a better job at the plate. We actually played good at Florida, good enough to win. We didn't make an error until Sunday, and those were on pitchers. We fielded the ball, turned double plays. But we didn't have 2 guys we need in the lineup too, and just a little bit offensively. And hopefully when at least one of them comes back, it helps us. And because we've got to score more runs.
Did Alvarius catch getting off the hook for the pickoff?
I didn't even see the catch because everybody was in my way. I just know he caught it because the way everybody reacted. I'll have to watch it on video. No, it didn't at all. Yeah.
You still think Oliver for Sunday, or?
Yeah, I'm leaning that way. We haven't. I don't know if we're going to leave it, TBA. If we have to use him out of the pen, we might. If we have to use him to win a game Friday or Saturday, we might. I'm going to talk to Coach Jordan tonight in the morning, and we'll try to make a decision on that. Our bullpen's done a good job. You just never know how it's going to go. It's not that Chris pitched that bad. He threw strikes. He just didn't have the secondary stuff working, and his fastballs up in the zone, and they were hitting him. And we were very fortunate to get out of a couple innings, and we had a bullpen that was ready to go. And we just felt like, down 0-2 in the series, we didn't want to second-guess ourselves on that plane ride home. Why didn't we pull him earlier when we had a lead? So we just went to it. And I know he was frustrated over it, but hopefully he learned from it, and his next outing will be good if it's Sunday.
If
Was
not,
Alex better today?
Yeah, he was better. He threw a lot more strikes, and his first inning, his fastball's up, and they hit it pretty good. First pitch of the game, kind of fooled him. He threw one down the middle, and the guy just missed hitting it out of the park. And he gave up another line drive to left on a breaking ball that was left up. Got him a ground ball, I think, in that inning, and then the second inning got better, and the third inning was a lot better. He was working those knees, and that's what he has to do. He even threw his breaking ball better. So, it'd be nice for him to go out there and give us some, a lot of innings the next few weeks, when we have these midweek games. I think, I don't know how we'll work it next week because we have 3 games, 2 on Tuesday and 1 on Wednesday. We're going to have to use a little bit of everybody, but, after that, it might be a situation where we let starters go a little longer on Tuesday and Wednesday.
What would it buzz about Jackson, the way he's
Yeah,
pitched?
he threw really well at Florida, and he threw well in California. you know, it's a tough environment. You know, Florida was a tough environment, tough situations. We brought him in, and he handled it pretty well. You know, yesterday we put him in a tough situation, kind of a safe situation. You know, first time bringing him in the ninth with the game on the line, and you know, I remember how he got the second out, but on the third out, you know, he got behind the count 2-0, and he threw a fastball, and the guy hammered it. Just fortunate for us, it went right at somebody, or we could have lost that game real easy. So hopefully he learned for that, but he got to save and we got to win. But he's got good stuff. We all know how good his stuff is, and he continues to get better and better. And one thing about him, he's an extremely hard worker, and he really cares. He's a good kid.
Not necessarily today, but the season at this point. What have you thought about KJ Wilkerson and just what
Well,
he's
it's been
added?
2 seasons for him. It was the first 7, 8, 9 games, and then the second half, and 2 different players, and you know, offensively, because that's all he does for us. He hits. He's a DH, and so the life of a DH, if you don't hit, you got nothing to hang your hat on. You know, I mean, if you're a shortstop and you can really field and you're not hitting, we can live with you. When you're DH and don't hit, we're probably looking to find somebody to DH instead of you. So, you know, it's been disappointing for him and for us that it hasn't gone very well, you know, since, you know, pretty much maybe this last game or 2 in California, and then through the Florida series, and then, you know, tried to get him back in there today. He got hit by a couple pitches, walked or whatever. I mean, he did what he can do to help the team. I think he'll get it going again. I just think it's that he's in a little lull. He's trying to get through it mentally.
Is there a pitch that was a little outside today?
It looked outside. You know, we're trying to help out our hitter. You know, he's struggling a little bit. He swung at a bad pitch, struck out one time, and you know, it just looked like he had to go pretty far out there to get that ball. And the way Spoon reacted, you know, we felt like that we needed to back him up a little bit. If, you know, I think if he had been right there, he'd have been more mad at himself. But you guys had a better view than me. I was just trying to help him out. You know, the thing was, the kid balked earlier in the inning. He just rolled right through a pitch, so they didn't call it. But then you're going to call a pitch that to us was that far away. You know, I don't mind it. First pitch, second strike, first strike, but I don't like kids getting rung up when games are maybe out of they're over. The game's probably done. But you know, I don't know. You know, I'm not supposed to comment. But if it was that far out, he shouldn't have called it.
The injury is McAfee. It was his back.
It's his back. Yeah.
What-
Twisted ankle. Yeah. Turned his ankle last Wednesday, a week from today.